How are you guys doing? My name is Crystal Valentine, and I'll be reading 2 poems for you guys today. Is that okay? Great. So I'm going to start off my segment with a quote from the Declaration of Sentments. The history of mankind is a history of repeated injuries. Also, when I read my poem, you guys can interact with me. So if you hear something you like, you can snap your fingers. Can we try it out? You can snap your fingers, you can snap your hand, you can clap your hands, you can stomp your feet, you can yell, yes, you can do that. So here we go. This is called Victory. So you just gonna kill me with my family watching? With the streetlights making a mockery out of safety? You think you could just wrap my body in soil and call it a funeral? Call it a blackout? Call it a victory? You think you won? Don't you know us black folk make a habit out of resurrection? Don't you know we make a habit out of coming back and collecting what's ours? You think our bodies don't know how to rise? That we're not magic? That we won't win? You have a gun, and all I have are these fists and this spit and this faith that one day black will once again lick itself around the earth. All I have are these hands meant for carrying dead things, and this mouth that'll battle cry its way up to heaven, and this revolution spit shining my spine. But you have a gun, you have a bullet waiting for my mother, a chokehold waiting for my brother, and a camera waiting to make us all guilty and famous at the same time. Isn't that beautiful? An army full of mothers that are only as famous as our sons' deaths. You think we won't win? You think a bullet can separate the glory from our skin? You got a gun, but I got a mouth meant for swallowing things trying to kill me. I got a titanium stomach. I got bones radiating with 1980 riots. I got a body full of things that do not know how to die. So I broke my glasses. My glasses are broken, and I can't really see you guys, but I know I know in my heart that you guys are as beautiful as you are blurry. But thank you so much. The applause and the crowd reactions are really, really, really propelling me forward. So thank you. And we're here today to celebrate women's voting rights and women's rights in general. Yeah, please applaud that. And I think that we've come a long way, but we still have a long way to go, being inclusive with all types of women. And this is what this poem is going to be about. When I think of feminism, I see a woman. I see a strong woman. I see a strong white woman. And then I see a subcategory for myself. I see a dark room for me to shove my opinions in. I see a suggestion box that will never be opened until I'm too dead for my voice to matter. When I think of feminism, I see white women holding picket signs and black women being raped. I see white women having tea parties and Muslim women being told they don't respect themselves. I see Miley Cyrus using black women as accessories and Beyonce being criticized for her Miss Carter tour. One time, I told a feminist that men made me uncomfortable. She then said that I made her uncomfortable. True story. When I think of feminism, I see the oppressed trying to be the oppressor. There are 2 kinds of feminists: those who respect women and those who tell us if we're doing it correctly. When I think of feminism, When I think of feminism, I don't think of women's suffrage or the 19th Amendment. I think of the 1960s and how it still resembles the 1800s when every rich white child had a black nanny. When I think of feminism, I see a transgendered woman not being invited to the rally. I see hashtag white girl problems. I see misogyny calling the kettle black. I see a feminist calling Michelle Obama a nigger. When I think of feminism, feminists have a pigment requirement, have a whites only sign, have an application process and a mold to fill. When I think of feminism, I see cowards looking for someone smaller than them. I see bullies telling me I can't sit at their table. I see self-hate being directed at the wrong body. When I think of feminism, I see critics telling a battered woman she was stupid to marry him in the first place. I see a woman criticized for wanting a family, for loving her husband. I see women slut-shaming other women. I see strippers being devalued, porn stars being devalued, women being devalued for not being feminist enough. The only difference between feminism and misogyny is that feminists don't have a dick for us to choke on. When I think of feminism, I see a world full of "your kind don't belong here" signs. A world with no space for me, which means I'm right back where I started.